This is a moment of horror, of destruction and death. We are witnessing unfathomable levels of loss, of displacement and suffering. Our entire region is in turmoil and despair.
And what are we offered to choose from? The Jews and Palestinians living here on this land, a zero-sum game of never-ending war and bloodshed with no end in sight.
And standing together, we refuse to accept that option. And that's why we are creating one for ourselves on the ground. And we're working around the clock to build a new reality. In every grassroots action, we prove that there is hope, that there are masses of people who are committed to a new, redefined future for all of us. In order to keep growing this movement, we need your support.
We've been demonstrating weekly across the country, growing the call for a ceasefire and hostage deal within Israel.
We set up the Humanitarian Guard, protecting humanitarian aid on its way to Gaza from attacks by settlers, and providing a protective presence to Palestinians in Jerusalem during times of increased violence.
We've opened new local and student chapters, strengthening the solidarity between Jews and Palestinians and growing our grassroots activity.
We set up billboards all across the country, promoting a hostage deal and a stop to the war on Gaza. Our message reached millions, locally and internationally through social media.
Amidst all the horror, the demand for a different way is growing. With tens of thousands of people joining our grassroots activities, more than 2,000 friends of Standing Together supporting us from abroad, 12 local chapters across the country, 11 student chapters in universities and colleges, the demand for a different reality is growing and the potential is greater than ever.
There are 7 million Palestinians and 7 million Jews in this land, and none of us are going anywhere, and all of us deserve a real future.
A future of justice, freedom and equality for all. A future where all of us can live with peace and security.
Our future is shared, and so are our interests. Our fate is intertwined. Our fight for Jewish security and Palestinian freedom is one voice of collective liberation.
A voice that demands an end to the occupation, an end to the siege, an end to the never-ending wars.
A voice that demands a start to something new, a completely new ground, a voice that imagines a pathway to a real, just peace.
We are the generation that chooses to build instead of destroy.
We are the generation that will fundamentally bring about the change for everyone that lives here.
This is the moment to act.
Join us now in the fight for a real future for all.